Welcome to Ozzy Has Opinions. Today we're diving into one of my favorite shows, Wilfred. This dark psychological comedy cleverly uses raunchy humor to explore profound themes of existentialism, mental health, friendship, reality, and identity. Wilfred, which ran for 4 seasons from 2011 to 2014, masterfully blends absurd situations with these deeper core themes. In this video, we'll focus specifically on the first season and how it establishes these core themes. We'll examine how Wilfred, in his own unique way, becomes a lens through which we can explore these complex issues. While Wilfred provides a lens through which we can examine themes of existentialism, mental health, and identity, Wilfred himself is a manifestation of Ryan's mental state. He's not an objective guide, but rather a reflection of Ryan's internal world. We're introduced to Ryan in the very first episode, ironically titled Happiness. We find him in a state of near isolation, a socially awkward lawyer at his father's firm, on the brink of suicide. The show doesn't pull punches, as we see him preparing to end his life.
So long, girl next door. Hope they find my body before the smell becomes a problem for you.
This immediately establishes the darkness at the heart of the series and sets the stage for Ryan's desperate need for connection. Ryan is kept awake that night by the biker, and he hears Wilfred for the first time, assuming that Wilfred is Jenna's boyfriend.
Enough!
You're lucky I'm indoors, you prick!
Stop it!
Boyfriend. Figures.
Ryan waits impatiently to die in an awkward montage that ends with him drinking half a bottle of cough syrup.
But it's raining, raining in my heart, misery. What's gonna become?
But then something unexpected happens. Ryan's doorbell rings, and Jenna, his neighbor, asks him to watch her dog, Wilfred.
I'll meet.
Hey! Whoa!
How you doing?
I was wondering, would it be okay if you stayed in your yard until I get home from work?
Huh?
You're right. That's too much to ask. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not that.
Oh, great. Wilfred, come here, boy.
And this is where things get truly bizarre. For Ryan, Wilfred isn't just a dog. He's a talking, weed-loving, manipulative man in a dog suit.
Very nice. Ooh, bit jumpy, are we?
Oh, cool.
I'm 7 years old, Ryan. Too old and too wise for lies. I can smell your fear. Just pretend I'm not here.
Hello, Kristen.
So are you excited?
I don't know what I am.
This immediately throws the viewer into the show's surreal world and raises so many questions. Is Wilfred real? Is Ryan hallucinating? What's the nature of this strange relationship? The first episode wastes no time in establishing the core themes we talked about. We see Ryan struggle with reality right from the start.
Why do I bother? What's the question?
I'm having a problem.
Really?
Those pills you gave me, I kind of abused them.
Ryan, do you have any idea how dangerous that is? Abusing those pills can lead to very serious side effects. Paranoia, hallucinations, depression, seizures, and worse, much worse.
Oh my God.
That's why I gave you sugar pills.
What?
Is Wilfred a figment of Ryan's imagination, a coping mechanism, or something else entirely?
No, I'm starting a new job today.
Ryan, you're not going to work today. Got a cough to get off.
The fact that Ryan immediately skips work and gets high with Wilfred hints at his deep-seated desire to escape his life. He's looking for something, and Wilfred, in his own twisted way, provides it.
Oh, anyway. It's nice to have someone looking out for me.
The episode then escalates quickly. The incident where Wilfred and Ryan steal the biker neighbor's weed plants is crucial.
The nose knows.
Hey, this was not our deal. Ow.
Well, I didn't shake on it, did I? Here we go. We're gonna need a bigger bong.
This was your plan the whole time.
Part of it.
While stealing the weed plant, Wilfred takes a shit in the biker guy's boot and manipulates Ryan to do so as well.
Why not? He'll never know it was you.
What's not the point?
You said yourself he deserves this. The bloody bike. The trash in the alley. The way he treats you like some insignificant lip-dick wanker. How does that make you feel?
Angry.
Yeah? Well, it's time to return the favor. You know you want to.
I'm not an animal.
Then be a man. For once in your life, be a man and shit in that boot!
They had to rush to get back to Ryan's because the biker guy was almost home, and it's so funny watching them run away. While they stand in the backyard, Wilfred gives Ryan a speech.
Hey, Ryan, when was the last time you felt this good?
Never.
It's called living, mate. You can feel this way forever. Trust your instincts. No more doubt. No fear. Just throw it away. Good boy. Welcome to your new life.
A speech that emboldens Ryan and likely fueled his actions next, as after this, Ryan is confronted by his sister, who hands him her phone, telling him to beg for another chance at the job opportunity she had gotten for him. He proceeds to tell the guy on the phone off, and his sister, in a hilarious moment.
I appreciate the offer, but I'd rather eat possum ass than be your desk monkey.
Give me the phone. Dr. Ramos? Hello? I mean, what am I supposed to think?
Whatever you want. But from now on, keep it to yourself. I don't give a shit.
You know what? I'm done. You are on your own.
Wrong. I'm not on my own. I've got Wilfred. What's that?
Bit of squirrel.
Gross!
This episode isn't just about silly antics, it's about Ryan breaking free from his former self. Wilfred empowers him, or at least gives him the illusion of empowerment. He's finally standing up for himself, even if the form that takes is just stealing weed, shitting in someone's boot, and telling off his potential employer and his sister. But is this genuine growth, or is it just a temporary high fueled by delusion and stolen marijuana? And then the ending, with Wilfred planting Ryan's ID outside of the biker's smashed window, that's genius.
Hey, Wilfred. How's this gonna end? This. Us. What's gonna happen?
Dunno.
Dreams are nothing more than wishes, and a wish is just a dream you wish to come true.
It leaves the viewer with a sense of unease and foreshadows the consequences of Ryan's actions. It also reinforces the idea that Wilfred might not have Ryan's best interests at heart. He's impulsive, reckless, and potentially self-destructive. This first episode brilliantly sets up the central mystery of the show. What is the nature of Ryan's relationship with Wilfred? Is he there to help or hinder Ryan on his quest for happiness? Is he a figment of Ryan's imagination, or is there something more to it? And how will this relationship impact Ryan's life? These are the questions we'll be exploring as we dive deeper into Season 1. With Ryan and Wilfred's relationship firmly established, episode 2 tests the foundation of their bond. Trust, or more accurately, the complete lack of it, takes center stage. The episode opens with Wilfred quite literally smashing through Ryan's fence with an axe.
Morning, Ryan.
Wilfred, you know there is a gate.
Well, yes, it is a beautiful day, and I am well. Thanks for asking, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've forgotten my manners. May I take your axe?
All right, Ryan. Angry irony noted.
This act of aggression, coupled with Ryan's emotional turmoil over his ex-girlfriend's upcoming wedding, sets the stage for a volatile dynamic. Ryan's lashing out at Wilfred is a glimpse into his own internal frustration and his inability to manage his emotions.
Want to talk about it?
It's not a big deal. My ex, Paula, she's getting married.
How'd she dump you?
Actually, I dumped her.
Yeah, right.
We were dating for about a year, and then one night, out of the blue, we're in bed, and she sticks her finger in my butt. Just like that, without any discussion. Freak.
If you dumped a tidy piece like that over the saintly act of knuckle-busting your anus hole, I'd say that makes you the freak.
The basement scene that follows becomes an iconic recurring motif in the series. A space where Ryan and Wilfred can escape from the outside world and indulge in their own brand of chaotic camaraderie.
Wilfred, I like Jenna. A lot. Did she ever talk about me? What?
Like I'd tell you. That would be an extreme violation of her trust now, wouldn't it?
It's here that Wilfred challenges Ryan's loyalty, questioning his commitment to their friendship. This challenge leads to their ill-fated trip to the beach.
I know it's difficult for someone like you to understand that kind of loyalty.
What are you talking about? Wilfred, I'm a very loyal person. I would do anything for a friend.
Talk is cheap, Ryan. But I know how you can prove it. Christ! It's the 21st century. I can't believe these racist rules still exist.
Wilfred's further manipulation of Ryan into letting him swim, despite the no dog signs and the subsequent pelican incident, are classic examples of his reckless and destructive behavior.
You don't know what life is until you've tasted the salty brine of death. I want to feel that thrill again. Carne diem.
Can't let you swim here.
Gave up on that proving your loyalty thing pretty quickly.
Just promise me you'll be discreet.
It's a pelican! It's a pelican! This was a pelican!
Oh my God!
It was a pelican!
It's not just about shock humor and absurdity. It's about Wilfred pushing Ryan's boundaries and testing his willingness to go along with his schemes. The $300 fine Ryan incurs is a direct consequence of Wilfred's actions, further highlighting the real-world implications of their friendship. The vet visit provides another layer to their twisted dynamic.
Someone needs to get his teeth cleaned.
Well, if you're too busy with work, I can take him to the dentist.
Every time I try to take him, he just freaks out. But your idea could work.
My idea?
Yeah, I can't trick him into going, but you can.
Oh, no, that's not my idea.
Oh, no, don't be modest. It's genius. He'll never suspect you.
Look, I don't think I
If
should...
you pull this off, you will totally be my hero.
You make the appointment. I'll take care of the rest.
Ryan's attempt to trick Wilfred with the 3D vision goggles is a hilarious, albeit rare, instance of him trying to outsmart Wilfred.
Here's your 3D glasses.
I look like welding goggles.
I know. Pretty high tech, huh? Put them on now. It'll give your eyes more time to adjust to the dark.
I can't see anything.
You will. You'll see everything soon enough.
What theatre are we going to?
AMC.
Something he almost exclusively only ever does in attempts to impress Jenna, but it quickly backfires. Wilfred's rant about the vet conspiracy reveals his paranoia and distrust of authority, but it also underscores his manipulative nature.
I'll kill you in your sleep.
I was just concerned about your health.
Oh, shit. This was meant to be a leg opener for Jenna.
So you're saying I have a chance with Jenna?
No way.
Well, why not? I'm not good enough for her. She's so perfect.
She's not perfect, Ryan. Jenna has a dick.
His cryptic comment about Jenna having a dick is a prime example of his ability to sow seeds of doubt and confusion in Ryan's mind. This leads to the cringeworthy sequence where Ryan overanalyzes Jenna's behavior, culminating in him being caught eavesdropping while she's in the bathroom.
Can you hear that?
Sounds like she's pissing.
In the upright position.
What are you doing?
I was,
Listening?
well, no, not at first, but it sounded like a pretty steady stream, like you were peeing standing up.
What?
It's okay. Mark Wahlberg has 3 nipples and...
I don't pee standing up. I was pouring out my beer.
It's a humiliating experience for Ryan, and it shows just how easily Wilfred can manipulate him into acting irrationally. Also, I find it so funny how Jenna reacted to seeing ambiguous genitalia pictures on Ryan's open computer after Wilfred turned it on.
You're acting weird. I should go.
Jenna, wait, Jenna, let me explain. I'm not weird. I'm just...
Oh, holy shit!
That's research.
Wilfred!
Thanks for a lovely evening, mate.
The revelation that Jenna has a boyfriend, Drew...
Sometimes I get nervous and I say incredibly stupid things, and I hope you can forgive me.
I don't get why you get nervous. It's just me.
Well, the thing is...
Hey, babe, you got any man shampoo?
This is Ryan, the neighbor I was telling you about. This is my boyfriend, Drew.
And Wilfred's admission that he already knew further erodes Ryan's trust. It's a clear demonstration of Wilfred's dishonesty and his willingness to use Ryan's insecurities against him. Despite all of this, the episode ends with Ryan and Wilfred back in the basement smoking together.
I remember what I was trying to say at the vet. Jenna has a dick for a boyfriend.
You just now remembered that?
Well, if I'm being honest, no. I lied. Guess that makes us even, yeah? What's in the bag?
You like apples?
Yeah.
I got a bunch of Matt Damon movies. How do you like them apples?
Sweet. Seriously, what does he see in Ben Affleck?
This cyclical pattern of conflict and reconciliation highlights the codependent nature of their relationship and Ryan's inability to break free from Wilfred's influence. Episode 3, Fear, begins with Ryan having a nightmare about the neighbor he stole from, foreshadowing the plot of the episode.
I'm just being paranoid, right? It looks like he's coming over here.
Maybe because you smashed his window, stole his weed, and shat in his boot?
You smashed his window.
You? Me? What's the difference?
What is the difference? Weird, right?
Yeah. That doesn't happen till later. That's the thing I need to tell you, mate. He knows.
Before Wilfred wakes Ryan, who was asleep in the basement, by knocking on the door asking that they go for a walk.
Up for a stroll, mate?
On their walk, they come across a crime scene where their neighbor, Mr. Patel, suspects Spencer, the motorcycle guy, of vandalizing his property, and it's revealed that Mrs. Patel is terrified of dogs. Wilfred encourages Ryan to stand up to Spencer, offering some hilarious advice.
That motorcycle dick is ruining the neighborhood. You need to put that arsehole in his place.
I just get my ass kicked.
So what? That'd be less painful than walking around in constant fear. March over there, look him straight in the eye and say, I'm the man who shut in your boot, and bend him over and root him right up the arse. It's called domination. It's how dogs handle it. And believe me, it's very effective.
And have you done this?
Every goddamn day.
Later, while getting high in a scene eerily similar to Ryan's nightmare, Wilfred admits to leaving Ryan's wallet under Spencer's broken window, potentially exposing their crime.
How is that possible?
Because after we broke into his house, I think I may have left your wallet under the window.
What?
Actually, wait. I definitely did do that.
I know you're in there! Why the hell would you leave my wallet outside his window?
Now,
open the door, pull down his pants, and tear that ass up.
When Spencer confronts Ryan, thinking on his feet, Ryan quickly lies, claiming the robber must have also stolen from him and dropped his wallet outside of Spencer's window.
They broke into my house too.
Come on, Ryan. Only a complete tosser would believe.
Keep talking.
Yeah, they stole my wallet. They must have dropped it when they broke into your house.
Bullshit.
No bullshit. And that sick bastard actually took a dump on my Blu-ray.
He shit in my boots!
Guess you think you're pretty clever, eh, Ryan?
Yeah.
Spencer believes him and even apologizes for his aggression and barging in. Ryan tells Spencer it's no worries, using the expression anytime, which Spencer takes as an invitation to come hang out. Spencer pulls some super unhinged and sus behavior, offering for Ryan to porn out with him.
He's gone, and he's not coming back.
That's interesting because he's at the front door.
No, he's not.
Hey, now that I think you're cool and you think I'm cool, I was thinking we could hang out. You like porn? God, listen to me. What, am I some kind of idiot? Who doesn't like porn? Damn, this shit gets me rock hard. You too, right?
Which is very uncomfortable to watch and hilarious, especially when, as Spencer's computer was about to die, and as he asks Ryan for a charger, Wilfred is super happy to prolong Ryan's suffering by bringing the laptop charger straight to Spencer.
Oh, shit, I should have brought my cord. You're not a Mac guy, are you?
Well, the thing is,
Nice save, good doggy. Yeah, now we can porn out all night.
Great. It's like you're torturing me for fun. Why?
I'm giving you a gift, and it pains me to watch you squander it.
A gift? But what you're giving me is a sociopathic porn-crazed pain in the ass.
After Ryan finally works up the courage to tell Spencer that he's all porned out, Spencer agrees with Ryan, leading Spencer to insist that they go to a strip club.
So enough porn. Let's hit the titty bar! Your dog.
I'll bring it up.
He is like freaking out. Shouldn't we see what's
Hey,
up?
you know what? Let's go to the titty bar.
Great! First round jerk job's on me. Anything goes at Club Media.
I think it's pronounced Medea.
While there, Spencer casually mentions ripping a former friend's ear off for being dishonest with him and stealing, before he says,
Listen, Spencer, there's something I need to tell you.
You can tell me anything, Ryan. And I want you to be completely honest with me. Now, what'd you want to tell me?
Later, while on the way home from the strip club, Spencer uses a laser pointer to tease Wilfred. In confusion, Wilfred attacks Mrs. Patel, mistaking her bindi for the red dot.
Ryan, make it stop! I beg of you!
Wilfred's been misbehaving all day. He deserves this.
Okay, check this out.
Where are you, you great bastard? There you are.
This leads to Wilfred being taken to the pound, in the process of which Ryan learns that the animal control officer is Spencer's ex-best friend, who is clearly missing an ear. After a short confrontation between Spencer and the control officer, Wilfred is now on death row.
Don't worry, we're gonna take him to a nice farm upstate.
I wonder if I can kill a pony. There must be something I can do, please.
All right, give me $50. I'll leave him leashed up to the dumpster behind animal control.
I just found this Persian chick on Craigslist who said she'll let us throw a shoe at her. What the hell is he doing here?
Spencer, you're friends with this jerk? The deal's off. There is no farm. He's getting the needle.
Ryan orchestrates a tense reunion between Spencer and his ex-friend, leading to an argument and Ryan giving a heartfelt speech about friendship, speaking to Wilfred through the conflict with Spencer and his ex-best friend Jesse.
Tell this lying thief the meaning of loyalty?
This coming from the guy who took advantage of my mom, my sweet, innocent mom, when she was on ecstasy. Okay.
You may not think what you did to Jesse was wrong, but he thinks it was wrong, and he was hurt by it. The same goes for you too, Jesse. And if caring about your best friend's feelings isn't important to you, then maybe you don't know what friendship really is.
Take your mud. I'll lose the paperwork.
Ryan gets Wilfred back, and he thinks it's finally over, that he's done with Spencer, only for Spencer and Jesse to be waiting for Ryan inside of his home.
Hey, the third amigo has arrived.
Nice, you brought food for the crew.
Jesse and I let ourselves in. I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind, Ryan. Do you mind?
Oh, okay. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Bottle rocket fight. Then we head over to the water slide park. We go to the bar, where the bartender won't even throw us out.
Frustrated, Ryan finally confesses to Spencer that he broke his window, stole his weed, and shit in his boot.
I broke your window, I stole your weed, and I took a shit in your boot.
Why?
Because you rev your motorcycle at all hours of the night. You sprayed the Patel statue. You leave your damn trash cans in front of my damn garage. All...
You steal from me, lie to me, I am gonna rip your...
You all right, mate?
I lost a tooth.
He has 10 seconds to get his friend out of your house, or else the same thing's gonna happen to him.
You have 10 seconds to get your friend out of my house, or else the same thing's gonna happen to you.
The next day, Spencer avoids Ryan, while Wilfred is seen disposing of a spray paint can, hinting that he framed Spencer for the vandalism, which may mean Spencer isn't racist, but doesn't take away any of his other fucked up qualities. The episode ends with Ryan and Wilfred playing with Play-Doh while getting high.
You're doing it wrong.
No, I'm not.
You're missing the whole point of the toy. Here, give it here.
This episode delves deeper into the complex dynamics of their relationships. Ryan's initial fear of Spencer is manipulated by Wilfred, highlighting how Wilfred can both embolden and exploit Ryan's insecurities. The episode also explores themes of guilt, paranoia, and the destructive nature of unchecked aggression. In episode 4, Acceptance, Ryan confronts Kristen over the phone, asking her to stop dropping food off for him instead of interacting with him directly, which she had been avoiding since their argument at the end of the first episode.
Oh, not again. Kristen, you gotta stop these secret ninja food drops. We need to talk before things get weird. Weirder.
Oh, my dear sweet lord.
Afterwards, Wilfred convinces Ryan to hotbox his car, leading to Kristen injuring herself after tripping on Ryan's guitar that was left on the porch.
You gotta catch Kristen in the act.
How are we supposed to spot Kristen with all the smoke?
Use the wipers. That's better. Ah! What the?
Not the floor mat. I'm trying to change your behavior. I caught you in the act.
Ryan.
Why?
Kristen!
Oh, God.
Ryan agrees to help Kristen with errands the next day, frustrating Wilfred, who starts playing guitar like a rock star.
I'd be happy to drive you.
Thank you, Ryan. But if I am not there on time to catch the baby, I don't get paid.
Look, I know I've been a little unreliable, but come on, give me a chance to prove I've changed. Did you hear that? I'll be right back.
You're late.
To keep Wilfred occupied, Ryan drops him off at doggy daycare. When he later picks him up, Wilfred behaves as if he's been traumatized. Wilfred claims the daycare worker, Daryl, made him lick peanut butter off his balls.
What are you doing?
I cry for help, mate.
Is this because I was late picking you up at doggy daycare?
Daryl didn't do anything.
Who said anything about Daryl? That's something that'll make you smile.
He likes peanut butter.
You rubbed it all over his nutsack. Then I
just don't understand why you do that.
Ryan, it was peanut butter.
Ryan is initially skeptical, thinking Wilfred is being manipulative. However, paranoia sets in, leading to an over-the-top scene where Ryan abandons his sister and rushes heroically to save Wilfred from what he can only imagine is happening to him. Leading to the point where Ryan fully accepts his paranoid delusions as truth as he storms into the daycare accusing Daryl.
Oh, what a surprise.
I'll bet.
I'm sorry?
Wilfred! Let's go.
Oh, Jenna signed him in, so she has to sign him out. I'll just call to confirm.
No need. Wilfred, we're leaving.
He's not your dog.
And he's not your sex toy. He's a pain in the ass, but he's my friend. If he's got a problem, I've got a problem. Let's go.
Ryan didn't just take Wilfred, but in a moment that shocks viewers, Ryan robs the vet at gunpoint for the giant teddy bear that Wilfred likes.
Well, okay. But you can't take Bear.
Don't even think about it.
Are you crazy?
That's one possibility. Wilfred, get Bear!
Thankfully, Ryan revealed the gun was a squirt gun and that nobody was in danger before making his getaway.
Are you crazy?
That's one possibility. Wilfred, get Bear!
Is that a squirt gun?
Hey! Ah! I don't even know what happened back there.
You came for me. I knew you would.
How do I put up with you?
Ah, but that's the question, isn't it, mate?
Before we are given the gift of a scene in the form of Ryan and Wilfred jamming in the basement, before Bear has to open her mouth and ruin the moment, upsetting Ryan.
Wilfred, I did not plan H.
Bear?
Hang on. Is Bear even in this band?
Why, would that be a problem?
Well, if his only purpose is to help gang up on me, then yes. He doesn't play any instrument that I'm aware of.
Plays a pretty good skin flute.
Let Bear play bass if he's such an expert.
Bear is just giving constructive criticism. Don't take it personally.
Well, it doesn't get much more personal than I play bass like a busted vagina.
The episode ends with Ryan and Wilfred in their usual spots smoking weed in the basement, and I love the scene where Ryan tells Wilfred he thinks he's training him before Wilfred shows that he's training Ryan as well.
I have you so trained. All week long I've been clicking this and giving you a treat every time you sat down. Now I don't even have to give you a treat and you still sit down.
I have to hand it to you, Ryan. You humans do possess the superior intellect.
This episode explores themes of trust, manipulation, and the complexities of human interaction. Ryan's initial skepticism gives way to a full-blown paranoid delusion, highlighting the fragility of his mental state and the insane effect Wilfred has on his decision-making abilities. Acceptance, while seemingly lighthearted, delves into the darker aspects of Ryan's mental health and the destructive nature of unchecked paranoia. Because of this, it's a small but valuable moment in Ryan's journey through this season. In episode 5 of Wilfred, titled Respect, Ryan, Wilfred, and Jenna are at a park when Jenna's philanthropist friend arrives, making Ryan feel inadequate.
Jenna?
Oh my God, Nick, hey!
I thought it was you.
This is my neighbor, Ryan. I profiled Nick for the local Hero of the Week segment on the 5 o'clock news. He spent a whole year in Africa building houses for the poor.
Solar powered, of course. They each have the carbon footprint of a tiny African baby. Oh, and I made them shoes.
Nick is an amazing person.
To appear more helpful, Ryan takes Wilfred to volunteer at a hospice. Upon signing up, Ryan is told that his name isn't needed until after he completes his first day.
Hi. We're here to volunteer.
Oh, fantastic. Stay right there. I'm going to start planning your parade.
Just a cake will be fine. Anyway, this is Wilfred, and I'm...
Let's not bother with the names, you know? If you make it through the day, we'll revisit this.
kill me, please.
What?
I want to die. When would they let me die?
Oh, you don't mean that.
Ryan gets right to work, but has an encounter with a patient that I'm pretty sure would scar anyone. I know it wouldn't sit right with me.
Mr. Helms, I took that pile of photos on your dresser, and I put them in the scrapbook. If there's anything else I can do for you.
Wait.
Yes?
Do that thing you did for me in Paris.
I'm not sure I...
Come on, Betty. The war's over. Take these trousers off and toss my salad.
What?
Do it, you little whore. Get your tongue in there and play with yourself.
After having experienced this, Ryan was initially planning to quit. However, he changes his mind when a patient Wilfred was laying with passes away.
That's it. I'm done.
Hey, volunteer guy, scrub that out?
Actually, I was just about to get my dog and...
Oh my God, your dog.
Officer, I swear, she told me she was 3.
The hospice staff sees this as a miracle, associating Wilfred with comfort in final moments, and gives them a reason to remember Ryan's name.
I'm sorry, I'll get him out of here.
No. He sensed that Mr. Gordon was leaving us and he didn't want him to die alone. Your dog did a beautiful thing.
He did? Well, compassion was the first trick I taught him. Hi, I'm Ryan.
Everybody, this is Ryan and his dog Wilfred.
However, not all of them love Wilfred. One nurse had some serious doubts about him.
That dog need to go back where he come from. The gates of hell.
Maybe you should go back to where you came from. Right over there, where you were standing, before you came over here.
Don't mind Ruby. She's been a total bitch since the earthquake took her family.
Jenna compares Wilfred to a cat in Ohio that comforted 22 dying people.
I knew Wilfred was special, but this is amazing.
Well, I'm not sure he actually did anything.
No, I've heard about this kind of thing. There was this cat in Ohio that predicted 22 deaths. They say that it's a chemical thing, something that they can smell.
I just thought he went in there to pass out. Sleep. So, Wilfred has a gift. How about that?
I am so proud of him. I'm proud of you both.
Realizing his newfound influence, Wilfred uses it to manipulate Ryan.
I know you're getting off on being a big hero, but let's look at the reality. I'm a dog with a wondrous spiritual gift. And you're a man who made a 30-foot paperclip chain last week.
Wilfred.
Who has the power now, Ryan? Because it's feeling like... me. If I'm going to do this, it's going to cost you.
Okay. What do you want?
What I want is whatever I want.
When Wilfred lays with a woman who isn't expected to die, Ryan lies to a nurse.
Mrs. Miller hasn't passed yet. Maybe Wilfred's wrong. Was yesterday just a fluke?
No. Wilfred's done this a lot. He predicted 22 deaths at a hospital in Ohio.
I thought that was a cat.
Mainstream media.
Piss off, I'm working!
Later, Ryan discovers Wilfred stealing drugs with a stolen key card. Ryan has a problem with this, as I'm assuming would anyone else.
Enough pressure.
Where'd you get that key card?
That there'll be none of your business.
Whoa, you can't do this.
I can do whatever I want. That's the deal, right?
I'm not kidding around here, Wilfred. This is serious stuff.
Some of it is. Some of it's just over-the-counter crap.
Wilfred reminds Ryan that he can do as he pleases as long as Ryan benefits from the arrangement, and he's really quite happy with himself.
This is not gonna happen.
All right, then. Well, I guess we're through here. I'll go back to being a dog, and you can go back to your celebrated status as a land baron in Farmville. Bottoms up. Oh, that's right. You're driving.
While Ryan hates this, he knows that he's going to have to allow Wilfred to keep abusing his power if he wants to continue being seen as altruistic. A clear example of someone doing the right thing for the wrong reason. After Ryan determines that he thinks Wilfred is faking his gift for power, he suggests they leave.
Tell the truth, Wilfred. This is all just a scam, isn't it?
These things take time. Trust me, she's on her way out. Just give me some dinner. I want pizza.
The last thing I'm giving you is more cheese.
Pizza is what I want. We had a deal.
Well, that's when I was stupid enough to think you were for real. The deal's off. Now, let's get out of here before we completely humiliate ourselves.
However, it seems that Wilfred has a contingency plan in place to ensure that he keeps his power, because as Ryan leaves, Wilfred smothers the woman to death, reinforcing the illusion of his gift.
I do think that any minute now you down here, because I think
So, about that pizza.
Did you?
Oh my God. Wilfred did it again.
And I want the kind with cheese in the crust.
When Jenna arrives, in the next scene, she announces that Wilfred's story will be covered in local news. Wilfred, high on stolen prescriptions and power, asserts his control over Ryan.
I told my producer about your work at the hospice, and he agreed that you and Wilfred would be perfect for our next Hero of the Week segment.
We can't go through with this.
Relax, Ryan. This is what you wanted, isn't it? To be a well-regarded douchebag?
No. I mean, I thought
Sorry, Ryan, but I have the power now. I can't be bothered by what you want anymore. Now it's about what the people want, and they want sweet release.
The nurse who doubted Wilfred is falsely accused of theft and fired. She later falls to her death from the roof, with Wilfred standing ominously in the rain, implying that he pushed her.
Soon, everybody be sorry.
Don't worry, I'll deal with the nurse. I'll make her see the light.
Are you ready for your close-up? Great. So I'm just gonna start by asking you a few questions.
Oh my God!
It's Ruby.
Wilfred! Oh my God! You did it! You really did it!
Whatever I did for the both of us.
Jenna decides the bigger story is the corrupt nurse, rather than Ryan and Wilfred. The episode ends with Ryan and Wilfred on the basement couch as Ryan wrestles with whether Wilfred truly caused the deaths.
Look, Ruby left a suicide note.
She did? Are you sure it's in human handwriting? I swear that's not a racial thing.
Look, Ryan, I hate to do this, but I think there's a bigger story here than you and Wilfred.
You had me worried back there at the hospice. You didn't actually kill anyone, did you?
No, Ryan. Except for the old lady, I definitely killed her.
Respect takes a dark turn, exploring themes of exploitation, manipulation, and the corrupting influence of power, as well as what we will accept to maintain our own chunk of power. Wilfred's initial miracle quickly descends into a series of tragic events, leaving Ryan grappling with the moral implications of his actions and the true nature of Wilfred's influence. In episode 6, titled Conscience, Ryan tends to his plants while watching Jenna and her boyfriend Drew next door, before Ryan is invited to join the couple in Jenna's yard for some grilling. While Ryan prepares for the cookout, Wilfred airs his grievances with Drew to Ryan and manages to steal his sandwich.
Hey Ryan, I didn't see you there.
Didn't see you either.
We're gonna put some burgers on the grill later. Maybe crack some brews?
Yeah, you should come.
Sounds fun.
Have you any idea what it feels like to have someone come into your house, treat you with no respect, and act like they own the place?
Did you eat my sandwich?
Oh, I get it, because I'm a dog, right?
Ryan arrives at Jenna's backyard cookout where Drew tells a workplace story, exaggerating his kindness towards a rival.
I live and breathe Sheboygan lager sales, so when I find out this Milwaukee's brew guy is talking to my clients, here's what I do. I go into his territory and I take 15 store managers out golfing in 1 week. Sales are up 40%. About a month later, I see this Milwaukee's brew guy at a bar. He's looking all drunk and depressed. He lost his job. So I bought him a beer. A Sheboygan lager.
Drew then roughhouses with Wilfred, which clearly makes Ryan uncomfortable because it's clear to Ryan that Wilfred isn't enjoying the rough play. However, Ryan doesn't voice this.
I want to punch those perfect white teeth down your throat!
Great guy.
He really is. I just wish he wasn't so competitive.
You furball! I'll bite off your ears and box the bloody holes that remain!
All right. I think the big fella's all tuckered out.
Your death will be my holiday.
To try and motivate Ryan into taking action against Drew, Wilfred video chats Ryan while Jenna and Drew are having sex, which is fucking unhinged and crazy behavior for several reasons.
What?
Ryan, it's me again. We can't sit by and let this caveman get his naughty boy on with the love of our life. Or maybe you need some more convincing. We have to get rid of Drew.
Wilfred, Jenna's in love. I don't want to do anything to hurt their relationship.
Why not?
Because it's wrong. Stop bothering me.
I will not stop bothering you.
The next day, as Ryan is watching Wilfred for Drew and Jenna, Wilfred explains to Ryan that he needs to get rid of Drew. And at first, Ryan refuses because he thinks Drew and Jenna's relationship won't last long distance anyways.
What's the use? You see what Drew does to me, Ryan? I'm so emasculated I can't even raise a fence post with stupid old bear. I need your help.
What you're asking me to do goes against my conscience. Long-distance relationships almost never last, and from what Jenna tells me, it sounds like they've got other problems.
However, when Drew and Jenna come by later, they ask Ryan to watch Wilfred for longer so they can celebrate Drew moving into Jenna's house, which is the final straw for Ryan, who decides that Drew needs to be destroyed.
Hey, you here to pick up Wilfred?
Actually, I was gonna ask you to keep him a little longer. We're going out to dinner to celebrate.
I'm coming to LA, bro. I'm moving in with Jenna.
Choosing ping pongs as his weapons, the next day he baits Drew into a match.
Behold, the instrument of Drew's destruction.
You a ping pong guy, huh? Yeah, I used to play.
Used to?
Yeah, I kind of promised Jen I'd lay off competitive sports for a while.
You don't seem like the ping pong type anyway. Usually ping pong players are quicker.
I'm pretty quick, bro.
I guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
What the hell? One game won't kill me, huh?
Intentionally causing him to be overly competitive while also playing far too long, causing Jenna to miss her play.
Drew, what are you doing?
Come on, it's just a friendly little game.
Come on, Drew. We're already a half hour late. Okay, can't we just say that next point wins?
Next point wins.
I thought you said you were good.
No! Yeah! That's how we do! That's how we do!
All right, babe, let's go see that play.
What? I'm not going to the play with you. I'm not going anywhere with you ever again!
Ryan initially feels victorious, but later regrets upsetting Jenna. Drew later visits Ryan, confessing that his earlier story was false. He had actually spit beer in the rival's face. He apologizes, praises Ryan, and leaves, making Ryan feel guilty.
Do you want to come in?
No, thanks. I'm actually just waiting for a cab to the airport. Jenna broke up with me.
I'm so sorry.
I just wanted to come over and apologize. With that Milwaukee's Brew guy, I didn't actually buy him a Sheboygan lager. I bought myself a Sheboygan lager, and then I spit it in his face and told him to lick my balls. I just wish I was more like you. You seem so in control.
Ryan and Wilfred argue over the situation, leading to Ryan playfully bopping Wilfred with a newspaper.
We threw him under the bus. You always do this. You manipulate me and you don't listen, and you push till I finally give in and do something I know is wrong.
I don't like your tone, Ryan.
Why? Does it remind you of someone? You know, you may not have liked Drew, but at least you respected him.
Shut up and go and make yourself a sandwich. I'm hungry.
Did you just...
You can't just...
After which, Wilfred immediately becomes distant and despondent, and he begins treating Ryan as his alpha.
All right, Ryan. Point taken. I guess you're in charge now.
Yeah, I guess I am.
So what would you have me do?
Way to help me undo the mess we've made.
It's going to take some thought. Is it all right with you if I go and comfort Jenna while I ruminate on that subject?
Later on, Ryan apologizes to Jenna and finds what he believes to be an apology note and brownie from her. However, after eating it, Wilfred calls from a makeshift lab in the basement where an accidental explosion releases gas.
I'd really like to talk about what happened. Hello?
Hello, Ryan.
Wilfred.
Any luck getting Drew and Jenna back together?
I'm working on it.
Too bad you won't be around to see it.
Did you enjoy your brownie, Ryan?
What did you put in it?
Just a powerful neurotoxin.
What?
Did you really
Think I'd give up my alpha status without a fight?
Ryan saves Wilfred, who thanks him and reveals he had poisoned Ryan with theobromine from the brownie to maintain dominance.
Are you all right?
Wilfred, focus. What did you poison me with?
Theobromine.
Oh my God.
Ryan panics and rushes to the ER, only to learn that theobromine is a harmless compound found in chocolate, which would only harm him if he were a dog. The episode ends with Ryan and Wilfred smoking in the basement as Jenna and Drew reconcile.
Well, it looks like you're okay, Mr. Newman. Your blood test showed zero toxicity.
But I ingested a large quantity of theobromine.
So did I at lunch when I had a Hershey bar. Theobromine's just a chemical found in chocolate.
So it's not poisonous?
Only if you're a dog.
I promise not to try to kill you again. I wouldn't drink that if I was you. I'll get you a fresh beer. Let's pour this one out.
Conscience further explores themes of manipulation, guilt, and the complex dynamics of relationships. Ryan's manipulation of Drew backfires, leading to unintended consequences and a renewed sense of guilt. Wilfred, ever the opportunist, uses the situation to further solidify his control over Ryan, showcasing the insidious nature of their codependent relationship. In episode 7, titled Pride, Ryan rejects financial help from his sister Kristen.
Are you having money problems?
No. Just waiting for funds to clear.
Ryan, you know that if you need any help, all you have to do is ask. But you do have to ask.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Come on, let's just get this over with. How much?
I don't need your money.
Okay.
Before he finds Wilfred laying pipe on Bear in the basement and offers Wilfred to go to the mall.
Oh, hi, mate.
I'm going to the mall to get some free AC.
Sounds like a plan. I'll just finish up here. Close your eye, Bear. Oh, that feels so good. What do you mean it wasn't real? Oh, what, we're having a little cry now, are we? Oh, come on, Bear. Let's just get out of here before the waterworks start up again.
On the way to the mall, Wilfred causes Ryan to crash into a car belonging to a Karen, who quickly gives Ryan her contact info before rushing off.
Now we sue.
I'm so sorry. My dog jumped over my seat.
You are a horrible driver.
I thought maybe we could work something out.
Shut up. Here's what's going to happen. My assistant's going to get an estimate on this, and you are going to show up at my office today at exactly 6:15. And you be there with your checkbook, or I'll call the cops, drag you to court, and sue your nuts off. You are lucky I'm such a nice person.
As if the bear wasn't enough, Wilfred expresses attraction to a giraffe plush in the Karen woman's back seat.
Well, hello there. Nice box. Wait, Raffy, give us your digits. Are you on Facebook?
Are you insane? But thanks to you, I'm gonna have to pay that woman thousands of dollars.
And thanks to you, I'm going to town on the deepest throat in the stuffed animal kingdom.
Later at her office, Ryan and Wilfred witnessed a woman berating an employee.
If you couldn't see the decline of aluminum futures coming, you're a goddamn mental midget. You're done, Michael. Go upstairs, clean out your desk, and make it fast. You, Crash Boy, inside.
Not only that, but she's also seen aggressively arguing on the phone with her child's father.
Oh, I have had him all week. You know, you think you'd want your child for the weekend. At least your girlfriend will have someone to watch Thomas the Tank Engine with.
$4,800?
Oh,
there's no way I can afford this.
Wilfred suggests Ryan seduce her to escape the repair bill. Ryan awkwardly compliments her, prompting an invitation to dinner. Before Wilfred slaps her ass and seals the deal, as she assumes that Ryan did it.
Single mum, lonely, vulnerable. Perhaps you have something that's worth more to her than money.
I'm sorry, it's been one of those weeks.
I've had weeks like that.
Ask her out to dinner.
Dinner? Oh my God, what a lovely idea. How about this Saturday night? My place. Oh.
At dinner, the woman strongly implies she expects sex as payment, before a hilarious and super uncomfortable montage follows of Ryan avoiding intimacy while Wilfred indulges with the plush giraffe. Ryan has a meeting with Wilfred where he expresses that he can't do it, but Wilfred explains that it's not really a choice Ryan has. Eventually, Ryan gives in, but is saved when he sees that she has already fallen asleep. So he falls asleep next to her.
Oh, thank God.
The next morning, she implies he performed exceptionally, and in a hilariously disturbing instance of foreshadowing, compared him to an animal, strongly suggesting Wilfred was involved.
Eggs? Actually, I should be going.
Oh, I guess you had enough to eat last night, Did you enjoy your little midnight snack?
What do you mean, midnight snack?
You know, when you woke me up with that thing you did to my rabbit hole.
That thing I did?
It was like there was an animal down there.
Later, Ryan confronts Wilfred, who hints at a return visit.
Look, this morning, Beth implied that there may have been a certain act performed last night, and I don't remember participating in that act.
I don't have time to argue about what did who. I have to rest up before tonight's encore performance with Rafi.
Oh, no, that was a one-night-only deal. Look, I just want to forget this whole thing ever happened.
Ryan relaxes in a kiddie pool when the woman calls, thanking him for flowers he sent, and confirming another meeting. Furious, Ryan realizes Wilfred orchestrated it.
Hello?
Yes.
Beth?
The answer is yes. I got the flowers you sent.
Sent you flowers?
And I loved the card. Beth, you were amazing. Looking forward to an encore performance tonight.
That night, Ryan tells her he doesn't see a future with her, but she bargains for one more nighttime encounter from him. Ryan tries to replicate the supposed previous night's success, but he isn't an animal, so he can't.
That's nice, but that's not what you did last night.
Luckily, he convinced the woman it was probably better the previous evening because she was asleep. Because he was desperate, he asks Wilfred to intervene again, only to find him bound in a gimp suit.
I think part of what made last night so exciting was that you were asleep.
Suddenly, I feel very sleepy.
Ryan, I'm in over my head. Turns out Raffy wasn't fresh out of the box. She was returned.
Wilfred agrees under one super devastating and diabolical condition. Ryan must cuckold him by having sex with a giraffe while Wilfred watches.
All right, I'll help you, Ryan. I'll do anything for you. But first, you need to help me. Raffy wants to cuckold me.
What?
It's a form of sexual degradation whereby I'm forced to watch as she is ravaged by someone else, a lesser, physically inadequate lover. She asked for you specifically.
You want me to have sex with a stuffed giraffe?
Want has nothing to do with it.
Ryan initially refused, but after Wilfred brought up that he could instead ask his sister for financial help, Ryan steeled his nerve. Just as soon as Ryan breaks and reluctantly attempts to do this, the woman's child walks in and screams.
Can't do this.
Please, Ryan, this is hard enough for me as it is.
This is insane.
Just screw the giraffe.
Oh, why am I doing this?
So you don't have to call your sister and be humiliated.
What are you doing? Mom!
In a flash decision, faced with the reality of what he was doing, Ryan realized he must swallow his pride. Ryan finally decides to accept help from Kristen, something he should have done all along.
Mom!
I'm gonna ask Kristen for help.
I think so, mate.
The episode ends with Wilfred lamenting his age, as he is 7.
I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm thinking it might be time for me to settle down and make a commitment. I'm not young anymore. I'm 7.
And the fact that Wilfred dressed bare in a giraffe suit is super fucked up. This episode continues the show's themes of morality, manipulation, and psychological games. Each episode explores Ryan's insecurities and ethical dilemmas, with Wilfred constantly pushing him into morally gray areas. The humor remains dark, with absurd yet thought-provoking moments reinforcing Wilfred's influence over Ryan's life. In one of my personal favorite episodes of Wilfred, episode 8 titled Anger, the episode begins with Ryan dreaming about his childhood pet, a dog named Sneakers. He is awoken by Kristen calling to ask him to bring her an ice tub. She criticizes Ryan not only for not already being at her house, but always sitting around with Wilfred.
Hey!
Why are you not at my house?
I am at your house.
Don't lie to me, Ryan. You should already be there. This party is for important people. The kind of people who don't sit around in their underwear all day watching TV with a neighbor's dog.
Talking shit now, are ya?
While Ryan is on the phone, Wilfred is chasing a fly. After Ryan hangs up, Wilfred drops one of the funniest lines of the series.
Bitched out by Kristen. What a great way to start the day.
Ryan, remember when I told you a few weeks ago that you are a total pussy? Well, I just want to apologize for not emphasizing that enough.
Wilfred breaks a bunch of stuff and explains that anger can be good, telling Ryan that the fly is dead and that his anger was productive because he also feels better.
Anger is like herpes. You're not meant to keep it to yourself. Expressing your anger will make you feel better. Watch this. See? The fly's dead. I feel much better. No harm done whatsoever.
Only for the fly to be heard a moment later, showing that Wilfred didn't kill it and that perhaps his anger was not as productive as he thought.
See? The fly's dead. I feel much better. No harm done whatsoever.
Ryan is about to go help Kristen and tells Wilfred he can't come with him. Wilfred does not accept this and comes along anyway.
Why aren't I going to Kristen's?
Kristen hates you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No one hates me. I'm Wilfred. I once cracked a Nazi skinhead in the face with a beer bottle, and you know what he did to me? Belly rub.
Trust me, Kristen hates you.
We'll see about that. I'm going.
The scene opens with Kristen and her husband Leo's uncomfortable and argumentative relationship, showing them as a bad fit.
All these chairs and no throne? Where's Dr. Ramos gonna sit?
Leo thinks it's weird that I'm throwing a party in honor of my boss.
Because it is weird.
See, Leo doesn't understand that people actually get ahead by playing office politics, which is maybe why he's still a claims investigation supervisor.
And maybe claims investigation supervisor is one of the most respected titles in all of insurance.
And maybe our therapist told you to work on your passive-aggressive tone.
Really?
After Leo leaves in irritation, Kristen compares Ryan's obsession with Wilfred to his childhood pet, Sneakers.
God, why'd you bring that stupid dog? You're even more obsessed with him than that stupid Jack Russell you had when we were kids.
Sneakers. He had a name.
As Wilfred and Ryan leave, Wilfred asks who Sneakers is, and Ryan dismissively says no one. Later that night, Ryan has another dream about Sneakers, revealing that as a child, he found Sneakers drowned in the family pool. Ryan wakes up in a cold sweat to the sound of Wilfred squeaking Sneakers' old toy and finds Wilfred looking at Sneakers' belongings, calling his caller priceless.
Sneakers is no one, huh? Sneakers is no one, huh? Do you usually buy priceless jewelry for no one? Imitation colored glass? Plastic, painted to look like metal. This isn't some cheap made in China knockoff. This is made in Taiwan, you bastard. Keeping another dog on the side, are you?
Wilfred presses Ryan on why he won't talk about Sneakers, and Ryan emotionally explains that he feels responsible for Sneakers' death, believing that he left the gate open to the pool.
But why won't you tell me about Sneakers?
Because I killed him, okay? Killed him.
That's a relief.
He was the sweetest little dog. He did these cute backflips. Every morning I'd wake up with him snuggled against me, licking my ear. And one day I found Sneakers floating in the pool. I left the gate open.
Wilfred puts on Sneakers' collar and immediately pretends to be influenced by it. The next morning, Ryan wakes up to Wilfred curled up next to him the way Sneakers used to, startling them both.
Wilfred?
Kristen calls to remind Ryan about the ice tub and to arrive early to set up the bar. She asks Ryan to do his best before hanging up, and Ryan confronts Wilfred about acting like Sneakers.
It's pretty coincidental that you suddenly start acting like my old dog Sneakers.
What? You think I'm acting?
You tell me.
But Wilfred claims because he is an empathic creature, he can host Sneakers' spirit. Understandably, Ryan resists this idea as Wilfred sets up a seance with Ouija boards and candles.
S H M E.
Can't you feel the tormented souls around us? Gary Coleman, is that you? What do you mean, what am I talking about? Oh, I get it. Ah!
Before Ryan finds Kristen's swim goggles and Wilfred, now seemingly possessed, accuses Kristen of leaving the gate open and letting Ryan live with the guilt of Sneakers' death for 20 years.
Hi, Ryan. It's me, Sneakers.
That isn't funny. Give me that collar.
What's wrong, Ryan? Are you still mad at me for chewing the feet off your footy pajamas?
Sneakers.
Ryan, I know you feel bad about how I died, But it wasn't your fault. It was Kristen. It was all her fault. And she let you live with the guilt for 20 years. Guilt that made you a sad, sad boy.
At the party, Kristen tells Ryan to cut Leo off from drinks. Wilfred, still possessed, causes chaos and ends up knocking Kristen into the pool.
Ryan!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God!
You're just doing this because Kristen doesn't like you.
No, I'm doing this to make that bitch pay for killing me. Yippity-doo!
Watch out!
Frustrated, Kristen snaps at Ryan, triggering an emotional outburst in which Ryan finally confronts her about sneakers.
Four-legged piece of shit.
Hey, take it easy on Wilfred.
And you talk about him like he's a person. I am so tired of dealing with that stupid dog ever since he came into your
Shut up! Just shut the hell up! I am sick of taking your shit! Like, ever since we were kids, it's like you get off on treating me like crap. Like when Sneakers died. You kept rubbing my face in it. Don't you think I felt guilty enough?
Through tears, Kristen admits that she left the gate open and let Ryan bear the guilt for 20 years. She asks for his forgiveness and offers to forget his $5,000 debt.
I came home to get my goggles for swim practice, and I left the gate open.
Goggles? How could you let me live with that guilt for 20 years?
I don't know. Can you forgive me?
I don't know.
What if I forget about the rest of the $5,000 you owe me?
You want to pay me off?
Yeah.
I guess it's a start.
Kristen attempts to pet Wilfred, but he refuses, saying he still hates her. The episode ends in an unexpected but totally welcome twist as Ryan and Wilfred sit on the couch, and Wilfred, channeling Sneakers, asks for one last hug.
I'm just here to say goodbye. Now that you're no longer carrying the guilt of my death, I can finally rest in peace. I was hoping we could have one last snuggle, and then I'll never bother you again. Close your eyes.
Ryan, while reasonably skeptical, decides to humor Wilfred, and as he hugs Wilfred, Ryan closes his eyes. When he opens them, he is holding his childhood pet. In one final twist, the episode ends with a shot of Ryan sleeping, showing that it was just a dream. Anger delves deep into Ryan's repressed trauma surrounding Sneaker's death. Wilfred, while initially appearing to exacerbate Ryan's emotions, ultimately plays a pivotal role in bringing the truth to light. The episode highlights the lasting impact of childhood trauma and the importance of confronting buried emotions for personal growth. While Ryan's goodbye to Sneakers might have only been a dream, I don't think this lessens the value of the emotional core of this episode. In episode 9, titled Compassion, Ryan receives a voicemail from the hospital where his mother lives, requesting an in-person meeting, and Jenna drops off Wilfred while she works on her relationship with Drew.
Please call me as soon as possible, or better yet, maybe you should drive up here so we can speak in person. It's, about your mother.
Wilfred's got a hot spot and he won't stop chewing on it, so the vet said he has to wear this for a few days. Thanks for watching this weekend. Drew and I really need some time away to work on our relationship without any distractions.
Ryan tells Wilfred they are visiting his mother, explaining that she has spent the last 20 years in a mental hospital.
So what got your mum locked up in the nut hut?
Well, it started with a bunch of little things, like refusing to eat anything except avocado, or when she'd show up at my school just for Halloween, 3 or 4 times a year. She could have left after 72 hours, but she chose to stay for 20 years.
Wilfred relates, and it seems like he's deeply understanding Ryan's feelings before it's shown that he was thinking about his relationship with Jenna.
What kind of mother abandons her family like that?
I'll tell you what kind. The kind who doesn't give a shit about your feelings. The kind who leaves you while you cry your eyes out, missing her every night, and you did nothing wrong, but Jenna left anyway.
Jenna?
At the hospital, the doctor tells Ryan that his mother is ready to re-enter society and suggests she stay with him. Ryan argues against this, but the doctor and Ryan's mom both agree that she's ready to go.
Your mother's fine. In fact, she feels, and we agree, that she's ready to venture back out into the world.
What world? The world?
Your world. When patients leave our care, the most successful transitions are facilitated by their family members.
You want me to? No, I barely know her. I only see her a couple times a year. And
After Ryan tells Wilfred that the doctor wants his mom to come stay with him, Wilfred tells Ryan that he can't let his mother come.
The doctor wants my mom to come stay with me.
And I assume you told him to blow you. We don't need that crazy old broad cramp in our style.
How can I say no? She is my mother.
Ryan, you don't owe her anything. She left you. She left a little boy.
Before we are introduced to Ryan's mom, who is very quirky to say the least.
Oh, I missed you so much. Oh.
You look like your father, minus the thin lips and the soulless eyes.
Wilfred ended up completely flipping his opinion after Ryan's mom helps him with his paw. Ryan, however, had no way to know that Wilfred would have a change of heart. So when he tells his mom that she can't come, it's hilarious how Wilfred manipulates Ryan into feeling bad.
I have a lot going on right now, so maybe it's best if you just stay here.
I understand. There was a lot to ask.
What kind of animal are you? You know, Ryan, for a guy who once tried to kill himself, you don't have a whole lot of compassion.
For God's sake, man! This is your mother.
Ryan tells his mom that she can come stay with him, and we begin to see more of her eccentricities on display. When the next morning, Ryan wakes up to find his mom has made a mess of his kitchen while cooking him the weirdest breakfast combination I've ever heard of, claiming it was Ryan's favorite childhood breakfast.
What happened to my kitchen?
Brian, don't be such a grouch. Well, I know how to turn that frown upside down. Fish sticks and peanut butter tacos, your favorite breakfast.
Thanks. These days I eat breakfast for breakfast.
After his mom finds snacks and Visine, she jokes about trying to find his weed. She tells Ryan to relax and that she's not a narc.
What? I don't...
Oh, relax, honey. I'm no narc. Truth be told, I've been known to partake in a little of the funny tea myself.
Before telling Ryan that she wanted to get caught up on family drama, asking him,
Is Kristen still into black guys?
When Ryan tells his mom that Kristen has been married to Leo for 6 years, she mentions that she's closer to Ryan than Kristen, and people always told her.
Even when you were a little boy, people always said that you were going to grow up to be just like me.
Offending Ryan, who resents being compared to her, seeing his mom as a person with a lot of issues and not wanting to have those issues himself. His problem with his mother stems deeply from that fear. Ryan takes Wilfred for a walk and airs his grievances with his mother to Wilfred.
And then I go into the backyard and see that my mother has hung all her bras and panties out to dry on a tree. What if Jenna had seen that?
Jenna wouldn't have seen that, because Jenna's always out of town. At least Catherine is here.
She is now. When I was a kid.
You know what this is?
Let me guess. The length of my dick?
No, it's the amount of compassion you've shown towards your mum. And the length of your dick.
Who asks Ryan what he's afraid of.
Just because she's had problems doesn't mean it's okay for her to embarrass me. What?
What are you afraid of?
Afraid?
When you talk about your mum, I hear anger, but I smell fear.
Ryan explains that he's afraid of whatever embarrassing thing his mom was going to do next, which is punctuated by the next scene when, upon returning home, he finds his mom rolling in paint on the front lawn while neighbors record her. And when she asks him to join her, he does not, but Wilfred does, which is hilarious.
I'm making a statement about corporate greed and the death of selflessness through interpretive movement painting.
This is already online, isn't it?
Come, join me, my child.
I thought you'd never ask.
Wilfred!
He chastises her, demanding she get dressed and find an apartment. As he tries to storm out, Jenna arrives, and Ryan scrambles to keep her from meeting his mom, which he fails epically in, before Jenna very formally introduces herself to Ryan's mom, who very informally introduces herself.
I thought you weren't back until Sunday.
A change of plans. Is this a bad time?
Well, actually...
I think Wilfred needs to go out. Hello.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
I'm Ryan's mom.
Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you, Mrs. Newman.
Mrs. Newman is my slave name. You can call me Catherine.
Oh, okay.
Let go.
Later, as they all ate Chinese food in the backyard, Ryan's mom shares embarrassing stories about Ryan, culminating in a conversation about masturbation.
When Ryan was 8, I walked in and found him with his little penis pressed up against the TV screen. Turns out he was trying to wanky to Mona from Who's the Boss. Adorable.
Can we maybe stop with the stories?
Oh gosh, he's upset because I told the Who's the Boss story. Don't be so uptight. Everybody masturbates, right, Jenna?
Jenna, not knowing how to respond, blurts out that she has a boyfriend, which is super funny as it must have been very uncomfortable for her.
I have a boyfriend.
She totally masturbates. Okay, this is an appropriate dinner conversation.
The embarrassment for Ryan is only exacerbated when Ryan's mom is doing an interpretive belly dance explaining that Ryan used to love doing it when he was little, and asking Ryan to join her. Out of embarrassment, Ryan snaps.
I used to take him with me to belly dancing class. It was something you and I did together, and you loved it. Dance the shikot with me again.
Enough! Why can't you just act normal?
I have to pee.
When I was a little kid, I used to pray that you'd come home. And now, I'm glad that you stayed away.
Hurt by this, his mom moons them and leaves, which of course Jenna walked back just in time to see, furthering Ryan's embarrassment.
You're crazy!
Well, if that's the way you truly feel, then I guess I should go back to the nut house in the morning. I wish I could put into words how I feel about this visit. I can't, but I will leave you with this. Jenna, it was truly lovely meeting you.
It was nice seeing you.
The next day, as Ryan thinks he's bringing his mom back to the hospital, the doctor reveals that they weren't meeting because of concern over Ryan's mother.
No one's to blame. It's difficult functioning in the world, and my mom...
We're not here to talk about your mother. What's going on with Ryan?
But rather because Ryan's mom had found his suicide note alongside a giant, insane rant about the post office. Ryan, knowing that Wilfred both added the rant about the post office and made sure that Ryan's mom found it, understandably freaks out.
I do not have a problem with the post office. Wilfred does. He's setting me up. He's manipulating all of you because he's trying to steal my mother.
Well, then you won't mind me putting you on an involuntary psychiatric hold until I can determine that for myself.
What?
Well, the law says that if I determine that you're a danger to yourself or to others, I can hold you for 72 hours.
I am not like you, okay? You can't do this to me! Oh, eat shit! Eat shit!
3 days later, the doctor releases Ryan no worse for wear, although he does smoke cigarettes now.
Ryan, how are we feeling today?
Aside from the fact that I started smoking, I feel pretty good.
Funny enough, the doctor stated that Ryan's insurance ran out and therefore declared him sane, which is a great representation for the lackluster healthcare system in our country, how the cost is prioritized over the care.
Well, you've made a lot of progress over the last 3 days, and based on years of diagnostic experience and your lack of health insurance, it is my medical opinion that you are not a danger to yourself or to others, and I'm releasing you.
So, I'm not nuts?
Look, everybody's a little cuckoo, Ryan. The people who hide it well, those are the people I worry about. Oh, Ryan, one last thing. Find someone you can talk to.
As Ryan and Wilfred leave, it's revealed that his mother sees her cat as a person, mirroring Ryan's perception of Wilfred, hinting that their mental states may be connected, and despite Ryan's wishes otherwise, he might be more similar to his mom than he perceives himself.
I think I finally understand my mother.
So, Mittens, did you miss me?
Bitch, please. I knew you'd be back.
Compassion explores the complex and often painful dynamics of family relationships. Ryan's initial resentment towards his mother gives way to a deeper understanding of her struggles and his own complicity in her isolation. The episode highlights the cyclical nature of mental illness and the challenges of navigating familial bonds in the face of adversity. In episode 10 of Wilfred, titled Isolation, the episode opens with Ryan being awakened by a knock at the door. He answers it wearing a shirt stained with bong water and finds Jenna, who wants to borrow chairs, and invites him to the neighborhood block party, because the other neighbors think Ryan's a bit distant.
Oh, no, I've been here. Just took a little staycation.
Well, you look rested. Hey, I need to borrow your chairs. For the planning meeting in an hour.
Sure.
So you are coming. I told them you would.
Who told who?
Well, some of our neighbors think you're a little distant, but I told them what a great guy you are. Bring your chairs to the meeting.
Ryan discovers Wilfred trying to break into his house and lets him in. Wilfred asks why he hasn't seen Ryan in a while, and Ryan explains he's been taking some me time before Ryan and Wilfred take a walk. While walking with Ryan, Wilfred asks Ryan why he's shutting him out, and continues using nicknames for people they pass.
Hiya, Wilfred. See you at the meeting, Gene.
How do you know that guy?
Oh, you mean Green Gene, the gardening machine? Recently got a new hip? Everyone knows Gene. How do you not know Gene?
Wilfred insists that if Ryan looks strange, it makes Wilfred look strange, right before urinating on the face of a homeless man. When Ryan tells him to stop, Wilfred dismisses it, claiming it's just trash face.
I'm the only friend you've got. If people think you're strange, how do you think that makes me look?
Damn rain.
Wilfred, stop!
Relax, Ryan. It's trash face. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm marking him as part of our community. I'm also washing the schmutz off his face.
In the middle of explaining that the community is like a pack, Wilfred becomes angry after seeing a small boy, referring to him as a diabolical warlock, because the boy keeps faking him out with a tennis ball.
Creature so vile, diarrhea holds its nose when he walks by.
Hey, man.
Hi.
Hey, Wilfred.
Him? He's a warlock, Ryan. Don't fall for his diabolical sorcery.
Come here, boy. Want to play ball?
I want to do this, huh? Okay. Throw the damn ball already. Let's do this. Let's get this over with!
Ryan tells the boy, Andy, that Wilfred doesn't seem to enjoy the game, and Andy's mother calls him home. Later, Ryan tells Wilfred that he won't attend the block party, but Wilfred reminds him that it's important to Jenna. Ryan insists he's not going. Wilfred tells Ryan that if he turns his back on the pack will turn its back on him, before slinking upstairs and urging him to come upstairs before it's too late.
Look around, Ryan. Do you know where you are?
Basement?
Rock bottom. Go upstairs before it's too late. You're playing with fire.
What do you mean?
Turn your back on the pack, and the pack will turn on you. Any dog will tell you that.
At the meeting to plan the block party, Ryan meets a couple and gives them a bottle of wine, claiming it was Fatty Arbunkle's favorite. In reality, Arbuncle was a silent film star who faced a major scandal in 1920. The conversation shifts to employment, and Ryan hesitates to admit he's unemployed. Just as he begins to speak, his tongue falls out in a grotesque display of body horror, which is hilarious, before he wakes up on the couch realizing it was all a nightmare.
This is Ryan. He lives in the corner house.
Charlie's in real estate. What about you, Ryan?
I was a lawyer.
Oh, what happened? Answer the question, Ryan. Are you okay? Well, now we know.
At his door, Jenna arrives with police, informing Ryan that someone broke into every car on the street except his. She tells him that they think he did it because he wasn't at the meeting. In the background, Wilfred can be seen with a torch, and Ryan raises his hand, which appears to have a bloodied bandage, making him look guilty.
I say we string up the weirdo and lash him until he tells us what he knows. Who's with me?
You weren't at the meeting, and your car was the only one on the block that wasn't broken into. I mean, I don't think you did it. You didn't do it, did you?
What? No. I didn't do it!
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit!
The next scene shows Ryan's house being egged. Wilfred explains that Ryan is seen as the twitchy loner and pasty neighborhood creep, quoting Mrs. Patel. Wilfred almost convinces Ryan that he blacked out and committed a robbery spree, but Ryan realizes that Wilfred framed him for it. Before Wilfred reveals he did it to make Ryan attend the block party so that the neighbors wouldn't suspect him.
You'd be surprised what we're capable of once we put our mind to it.
Our mind? What's so funny?
Nothing. This is very serious, Ryan.
Wait a second. You did this. You framed me for breaking into all those cars. Why the hell would you do this?
Now you have to go to that party. Don't you see, Ryan? If you don't go, then they'll be even more suspicious.
At the block party the next day, Ryan can tell no one wants him there, likely amplified due to anxiety influencing his perceptions, but an interaction he has with a woman there doesn't help.
Hey, where can I put this?
Joey, will you go get Mommy another diet soda? You can put your baked goods up your anus.
Additionally, he accidentally offends Jean by repeating the nickname Wilfred used earlier. As Wilfred's about to explain why the nicknames are offensive, he's distracted by Andy, the boy he called a dark magician.
You are Green Jean, the gardening machine.
What the hell did you just call me?
Jesus, Ryan!
As I was saying, it's only a matter of...
Want some food, Wilfred?
I suppose I would want some food. Yeah, what do you got?
That is not food!
While Wilfred is distracted by Andy, Ryan notices the homeless man Wilfred referred to as Trash Face, and they have a surprisingly deep conversation.
You remind me of myself when I was young. I came over here in 1977. I didn't speak the language. Difficult to make any friends, so eventually I stopped trying. Loneliness overtook me. Depression. I ruined my life. When I die, it'll be like I was never here. I'll be forgotten.
So this is my future.
It doesn't have to be. Ryan, You need to reach out. Make a connection with your fellow human beings.
That is, until the man tries to solicit sexual favors for money. Ryan calls him Trash Face as he leaves, and Wilfred scolds him for using that nickname.
In fact, you can start with me right now by letting me pull on your junk for $20. I need some heroin, man.
See you around, Trash Face.
What did you just call me?
Jesus, Ryan!
You asshole.
He had horrible adult acne 2 years ago. People used to joke that God had trashed his face.
Returning to the block party, Ryan expresses to Wilfred that all the neighbors hate him now. Wilfred dismisses this, claiming Ryan underestimates him, before it's revealed that Wilfred framed Andy for the robbery spree by hiding all of the stolen items in Andy's playhouse. The neighbors apologize to Ryan, believing they falsely accused him, and in turn, they egg Andy's parents' house.
I know you've been trying to help me connect with the pack, but you've only made it worse. Everybody hates me, and there's no way to change it.
Don't underestimate me, Ryan.
The cops just found everybody's stolen stuff in Andy's playhouse.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Maggie.
Ryan feels guilty for the harm done to Andy, as he's just an innocent kid. Despite the neighbors now accepting him, Ryan considers taking the blame. But before he can act, Wilfred again intervenes. The homeless man, Trash Face, is found dead with the stolen items, and Ryan allows the blame to fall on him.
I was looking for Wilfred and I found him lying here.
He's dead.
That's my laptop!
Maybe this homeless guy was the thief all along.
I don't know if...
I'll bet that sick bastard was stashing the stolen goods in little Andy's playhouse.
The truth is...
Ryan, what am I going to do if you go to jail? You're the most important member of my pack. The pack protects its own.
I guess there's no other explanation. The bum did it.
At the burial of Trash Face, Ryan and Wilfred deliver an awkward yet humorous eulogy before urinating on his grave.
He got what he wanted.
To be remembered as a dead homeless junkie who stole their stuff?
Exactly. To be remembered.
Trash Face, I didn't know you that well. You were homeless, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. You were kind of a prostitute, but you taught me a valuable lesson. It's important to have other people in your life.
Rest in peace.
The episode ends with Wilfred claiming that Bear called Ryan a name, which neither Ryan nor the audience hears, as Wilfred and Bear's relationship remains unseen by viewers, excluding one time for a brief moment in the series.
Jesus, Bear! Ryan doesn't know we call him that. Not to his face, idiot.
Bear.
Isolation explores themes of social anxiety, paranoia, and the destructive nature of Wilfred's influence. Ryan's attempts to cope with social isolation are constantly undermined by Wilfred's manipulative behavior, leading to a series of chaotic and absurd events. The episode serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of unchecked paranoia and the importance of genuine human connection. In episode 11 of Wilfred, titled Doubt, Wilfred is frustrated that Ryan has been cleaning up and hasn't smoked weed with him in 10 days. Ryan asks why Wilfred is undermining him, and Wilfred dismisses his concerns as paranoia.
Now I've got more time for things like learning yoga.
Yoga?
Yeah, Kristen invited me to one of her classes.
Kristen? Exactly how long is this pointless lifestyle experiment gonna last?
I polished up my resume.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. A job, Ryan? You really think you're ready for that? Up there?
Why are you trying to undermine my confidence? It's like you're working against me.
Working against you? Come on, mate. Don't you think you're being a bit paranoid?
Later at yoga with Kristen, Ryan becomes distracted by a man on the beach. When he asks Kristen if she can see him, she can't, and he drops the conversation.
Allie. Leah thinks I talk too much.
We actually have been talking, communicating.
Ryan.
Hey, do you see that guy?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
In the basement, Ryan tells Wilfred he's going on a date. Wilfred scrolls through women on Ryan's dating app and tells him that while Ryan may be happy with the changes he's making, it's a false happiness because he's being dishonest with himself, before criticizing Ryan's choice of date.
Matchdating.com. Oh my God! Please tell me that donkey face thing with the braces is not the chick you're going out with.
She doesn't have braces.
Yeah, you just can't see them because they're probably on her legs. How do you think she supports that massive donkey face?
I think she's a great match for me. She's a partner at a marketing firm, she enjoys fitness, and she's looking for a long-term relationship.
It's way too soon for that. Let me find you a nice hit-it-and-quit-it chick.
While preparing for his date, Ryan meets a mysterious man at a clothing store who claims he can see and hear Wilfred.
Nice dog. He's got quite a personality.
Yeah, that's Wilfred, all right.
Wilfred. Is that what he's calling himself now? You know, that's real Italian leather. He might want to get a sharper knife.
What?
Yeah. I see him, too. And I hear him. I hear the things he says.
The man warns Ryan that Wilfred ruins lives, and Ryan is next. After a brief conversation, the man, Bruce, quickly leaves, leaving Ryan unsettled. Later, Ryan asks Wilfred if he's ever had a relationship like theirs with anyone else. Wilfred responds that Ryan is one of a kind.
The way we communicate. Have you ever had this sort of relationship with anyone else?
It happened once before. I was at a party. This guy looked right at me and said, "Hey, what's up, dog? I see you." Turns out he was talking to the guy right behind me. Wait, Ryan, please tell me there hasn't been a guy standing behind me since we met.
Nobody else?
You're one of a kind, Ryan.
Ryan later meets Bruce at a bar where Bruce reveals that he started smoking weed with Wilfred and soon found himself unable to separate from him. Wilfred kept him from getting a job and manipulated him.
Anyway, we smoke a joint, tells me a couple funny stories. Next thing I know, I'm hanging out with him all the time. I'm his goddamn best friend. Let me guess. He talked you out of getting a job, didn't he? Keeps you smoking weed all the time. Hell, I bet he even got you to take a piss in some poor guy's hat.
Not exactly.
And then he convinced you to make out with your own father.
What? No.
Yeah. No, I mean, me neither.
Drawing parallels to Ryan's own relationship with Wilfred, Bruce plants the seeds of doubt in Ryan's mind.
But the whole time, through all the boozing, debauchery, and making out with people I would have normally made out with, I never doubted that Wilfred was looking out for me. I can tell you don't believe me, but just ask yourself this. How well do you really know Wilfred?
In the next scene, Ryan tails Wilfred to see if he's doing anything suspicious. Wilfred dances around the house, eating cake until he heads into a shady building, leaves something buried in the yard, which turns out to be a note for Ryan that reads "Look behind you," hinting that Wilfred knew he was being followed.
Si no tienes de qué esconderte y no tienes de qué ofenderte y la suerte pistola en mano siempre conmigo. Yo nunca mato sin motivo, gangster.
Why are you following me?
Ryan, after being caught, confronts Wilfred about not trusting him. Later at a restaurant, Ryan's date is replaced by a woman Wilfred approved of, causing Ryan to call Wilfred, questioning why he was on a date with someone other than who he thought he was meeting there.
23 inches, Ryan.
What?
I know, right?
Why the hell am I on a date with Angelique?
And not the girl I picked?
Angelique is an alcoholic blowjob machine, and you're
welcome.
Ryan, put off by the woman, who's clearly drunk, tries to call an end to the night early. However, she misinterprets Ryan's attempt to call it a night, thinking it's an invitation to come spend the night with him.
Listen, I think I'm just gonna head home and call it a night. Why don't I just pay for my drink?
Oh, I get it. Let's head home. Call it a night.
I'm down with that.
Excuse me?
In the bathroom, Ryan is met once again by Bruce, who urges him to test the condom Wilfred gave him. When Ryan does, he finds a hole in it.
Shitty date, huh?
What are you doing here?
Do you believe me now, Ryan?
I don't know who to believe anymore.
Then test that condom.
Bruce tells Ryan to ditch Wilfred, leading to a plan to lure him into the woods under the pretense of finding weed to steal, something we've already seen Wilfred would totally participate in.
Get rid of Wilfred. Get your life back.
Get rid of him? You mean kill him?
What's wrong with you? Oh, you don't kill him. You take him out in the middle of nowhere and ditch him.
But he's not even my dog.
He's not your dog, but he's your problem.
All right. I'll do it.
Where we're going, there's an acre, a full acre of just pot plants, all for the taking, and there's no security?
The guy at the dispensary said.
After Ryan brings Wilfred to the woods, he tells Wilfred he has to go back to the car to grab snacks. But when Wilfred offers to accompany him, Ryan acts super sus, and the standoff between the two is hilarious.
Shoot. I just realized I left the granola bars back in the car. Just go get them.
I'll come with you.
No. That's okay. Just go ahead. I'll catch up.
You stay here. I'll go back to the car.
No. Just stay, Wilfred. Stay.
Is something going on, mate? You're acting kind of... Wait, are you leaving me here?
Before, surprisingly, Bruce emerges from a bush nearby, and after Wilfred pretends not to see him, Bruce spits on him to provoke a reaction.
Bruce, you don't see him?
See who?
I knew he'd do this. He sees me. He's just being a dick.
Ryan, there's just you and me here. You know that, right? You're really starting to worry me now. Look, let's just go back to the cut. Oh, dude, you are bloody kidding me!
See? He knows I'm here.
And an even more intense standoff ensues, with Bruce pulling a gun on Wilfred.
Behind my back?
Okay, it's true. I met Bruce a couple days ago, and...
He told you some crazy story about me ruining his life?
Ryan, don't listen to him. He's just trying to get inside your head.
Who are you gonna believe, Brian? Whoa.
What? We can't leave him here, Ryan. No, I don't know what you are. I don't know if you're a devil, an alien, or something crazier than that. But someone's got to stop you.
You're not well.
Before, shockingly, Ryan takes the gun and shoots Bruce.
As the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said...
He's gonna ruin your life like you ruined mine. Give me that
Bullshit! Did you tell Ryan about your cocaine addiction?
You convinced me to make out with my own father.
Everyone at the party loved it.
I don't want to do this.
Kill him, Ryan! Kill him!
After Ryan shoots Bruce, it's revealed that the gun was loaded with blanks. In a humorous twist, it's revealed that Bruce and Wilfred were playing some kind of fucked up, complicated game all along.
Oh! Blanks? What the hell is going on?
All right.
Hi, Bruce.
Here's the thing, pal. This shit is complicated.
Good game, Bruce.
I'll get you next time.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
See you around, kid.
Good game?
Well, it was more of a contest, really. And I won. But the real winner is you and me.
Wilfred explains that Ryan's problems haven't gone away, and this was his way of showing Ryan that. In the end, Ryan accepts that Wilfred is right, realizing he still has a lot of personal growth ahead of him, before the two enjoy nature and smoke a joint together, which I think is a nice moment.
I guess you were right. I still have a long road ahead of me. All those positive changes I thought I made, they're just fluffy pink clouds.
Yeah? But those clouds have a silver lining. Me.
You know, I really think I'm gonna be all right.
Of course you are. I ain't going anywhere.
before returning to the basement where Wilfred entertains Ryan with fake backstories about how he met Bruce, and the episode ends.
Fair enough. I'll tell you how I met Bruce. I was hanging around this college camp. He wrote this super complicated math equation on the board that no one could solve, except me, the janitor.
Matt Damon? Good Will Hunting?
I met Bruce while I was infiltrating the Boston Police Department for this Irish mobster.
The Departed?
You want to know how I met Bruce? The truth is, I don't remember.
Doubt delves into the psychological complexities of Ryan's relationship with Wilfred. The introduction of Bruce, a character who mirrors Ryan's own experiences, forces him to confront the potential dangers of his codependency with Wilfred. While the episode ultimately reinforces the cyclical nature of their dynamic, as things revert to the status quo, it also suggests a glimmer of self-awareness in Ryan as he begins to acknowledge the need for continued personal growth, albeit at his own pace. In episode 12 of Wilfred, titled Sacrifice, the episode opens with Ryan talking to a woman on the beach, who approached him about the book he's reading by saying, "Never underestimate the power of a dream." They seem to have great chemistry, and she even asks Ryan to hang out with her.
Well, until recently, I was an attorney. High-profile litigation, corner office, expense account.
Oh, sounds awful. I'm going rollerblading right now. Do you want to come with me? I get my things and then we go, okay?
But Wilfred reminds him that he has a duty to pick up Jenna's dry cleaning, urging him to stay true to his commitment as an act of sacrifice.
You can't go with her. You promised you'd pick up Jenna's dry cleaning and be home by 2 for the cable guy.
You expect me to ditch a girl like that for dry cleaning?
We all have to make sacrifices, Ryan. Like the story of Jesus Christ. I'm sure the Roman soldiers wanted to hang out at the Pantheon and stare at tits all day, but they knew they had a duty to kill Jesus.
Wilfred and Ryan stop at a dispensary where Ryan is given a free THC Tootsie Pop. While walking home, Ryan runs into Jenna and gives her the dry cleaning. He attempts to ask her out to dinner, but she says she has to run.
One of these free Tootsie Pop edibles with every purchase.
Thanks. You did not have to do that.
No problem. Hey, that's great news about your job. What do you say we go for dinner and...
Oh, shoot. I'm late for a production meeting. You still cool waiting for the cable guy?
Of course.
I don't know what I would do without you.
In the next scene, Ryan waits at Jenna's place until he becomes frustrated and heads to the beach to see if he can find the woman from earlier.
This is ridiculous.
Surprisingly, he finds the woman from earlier, and they spend a fun day together.
Well, I was just hoping that maybe we could spend some time together. This was the best day of my life.
At a calm moment, the woman tells Ryan she's leaving and suggests he come with her. However, when Ryan tells her he can't, she encourages him to enjoy the rest of their day together.
All these things that you're doing are basically for other people, right? What do you do for yourself? Life is too short. I think you really have to do what makes you happy.
I wouldn't know where to start.
In 3 days, I'll go to Capraia. Come with me.
That sounds wonderful, but I can't.
Then let's make the most of the short time we have left.
Later on, Ryan and the woman have sex, but Wilfred interrupts, ruining the moment. This irritates Ryan, and in frustration, he agrees to leave for Italy with her.
Jenna.
Stop!
Why?
No, not you. Cinzia.
Yeah?
Let's do it. Let's go to Italy.
Italy? You didn't ask me if you could go to Italy. As of now, we're officially not speaking.
The next day, Ryan holds a yard sale to raise money for the move, and his sister Kristen comes by. She tells him she wants him to be happy, but warns him that he just met this woman and asks about the cute girl next door Ryan often talks about.
Ryan, you know that all I want is for you to be happy, but you barely know this woman. What about that cute girl next door you're always talking about?
Please tell me you didn't hear that.
You hear what?
Nothing.
Here's $10. I'm buying the unopened food processor I gave you last Christmas, okay?
As Kristen speaks, Jenna walks up, telling Ryan she's going to miss him and that he means a lot to her. Jenna also says that she can tell Wilfred knows Ryan is leaving because Wilfred has been acting extra moody.
I don't tell you enough, but you mean so much to me. I've never met anyone so kind and thoughtful. I'm gonna miss you. But you know who's really gonna miss you? Wilfred, come here. He's been kind of mopey lately. I know this sounds crazy, but it's almost like he knows you're leaving.
Wilfred belittles the friendship, telling Ryan he never really saw him as a friend. However, he freaks out when he finds out Ryan is selling the TV, calling it the cornerstone of their friendship, before he storms off angrily.
Just because I'm leaving, it doesn't mean that we can't still be friends.
Friends? What, you thought we were actually... Ha ha! Ha ha ha! That is hilarious. And a little embarrassing for you because I never really saw us like that.
How much for this piece of shit flat screen TV?
You're selling the TV? That is the cornerstone of our friendship.
Later, Ryan shares a painful memory with Wilfred. On his 10th birthday, when his mom was sent to a mental hospital, his father gave him a briefcase instead of the magic set he wanted. He always felt that he had to be exactly who his dad wanted him to be, or else he would be sent away too.
Wilfred, just before my 10th birthday, my dad sent my mom away to the sanitarium. All I wanted for that birthday was a magic set. But you know what my dad gave me? A briefcase. He said, "Ryan, no more nonsense." I spent my whole life trying to be who he wanted me to be because I was afraid he was going to send me away too.
Before Jenna arrives at the house, stressed and needing a ride. After they reach the news station, Jenna tells Ryan she feels lightheaded and reveals that all she ate today was a piece of candy she found in his house. Ryan immediately knew that she must have eaten the infused Tootsie Pop. Before Jenna goes live on air and is clearly out of it, making inappropriate comments.
And action.
What?
Let's start with sports.
Look at my mic. It's like a shiny little...
Ryan, I've got to save her.
Cal, you've got to feel how soft my tits are.
As a result, she got fired from her job as a newscaster. When Ryan comes to When Ryan comes to comfort Jenna with flowers, he's met at the door by Drew, who lets him in.
Drew, come on in, Rhinoceros. I flew in right after Jenna told me what happened.
Drew reveals to Ryan that he proposed to Jenna and is hoping she'll move back to Wisconsin with him, which clearly upsets Ryan.
She wants to sue the station, but we can't afford a lawyer. I hope she just moves back to Wisconsin. I asked her to marry me last night.
What'd she say?
Well, she thinks I'm a total dick for asking at a time like this. She's thinking about it. I like my chances.
Fingers crossed.
Ah!
Ryan later finds Wilfred sitting by the toilet, drunk off guilt and toilet water, claiming it was his fault Jenna ate the pot candy because he failed to protect her.
It was my fault, Ryan.
Because she ate that pot candy? You couldn't know.
It was my job to know. I was too distracted by my own selfish needs. I was wrong, Ryan. Jenna still needs me. It's my duty to protect her.
Wilfred insists that Ryan needs to stay and be Jenna's lawyer, but Ryan disagrees. He doesn't want to be taken advantage of by Jenna and acknowledges that she will probably marry Drew. In a moment you could hardly call selfishness after everything he's done, he decides to go to Italy and be happy.
I can't. I'm sorry.
You don't get it. I ruined Jenna's life and there's nothing I can do to fix it.
You don't get it. Jenna's gonna marry Drew. They can work it out. She's not my problem anymore.
I've always had your best interests at heart, but I've never asked for anything in return. Except for a bunch of stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm going to Italy with Cinzia.
Wilfred advises Ryan to sleep on it. Later that night, or extremely early the next day, as Ryan stands above the woman, admiring her, he is led astray down to the basement by a red balloon. Where he finds himself in a courtroom made up of different versions of Wilfred and the people he normally interacts with, as well as his new love interest.
Ryan Newman, you stand accused of ditching out on the cable guy, not coming up with anything better than undies on the face.
What is all this?
And the gravest of all charges, selfishly refusing to make a sacrifice for the one you love.
Lawyer Wilfred tells Ryan that he needs to sacrifice his happiness to help Jenna fight, and as they all scream at Ryan to side with Jenna, his dream devolves and ends.
Is it not unethical to desert the woman you love in her time of need?
Me. No, me.
Please, I just want to be happy.
How can you be happy knowing that Jenna's life will be ruined if you abandon her?
We all have to make sacrifices for the people we love. It's time to make a choice.
Ryan wakes up sad, knowing he will miss the woman who's leaving for Italy, and he says goodbye to her before her cab leaves.
Take care, huh? Adios.
The episode ends with Ryan and Wilfred sitting on the steps of Ryan's house. Wilfred asks what changed Ryan's mind. Ryan responds that he had a dream, before Wilfred tells him to never underestimate the power of a dream, connecting back to the beginning of the episode.
I'm curious, Ryan. What changed your mind?
I had a dream.
Well, never underestimate the power of a dream.
Sacrifice explores the complexities of love, friendship, and self-sacrifice. Ryan's decision to pursue his own happiness is challenged by a series of events that highlight the interconnectedness of his life and the lives of those around him. The episode ultimately leaves the audience questioning whether true happiness lies in personal fulfillment or in selfless acts of service. It's bittersweet in that we'll never know for sure which is true. In the final episode of the season, episode 13, titled Identity, Ryan and Wilfred are in the basement while Wilfred writes his will.
What are you doing?
I'm writing my will. After I'm gone, I don't want you and Bear fighting over my shit. Or any of my other stuff.
Ryan asks if Wilfred is planning on going somewhere, to which Wilfred replies, "We all go sometime." Ryan explains that Jenna violated her contract by fondling her breast on live television while high on drugs. Wilfred asks how Ryan doesn't know what to do since he thought Ryan was a great lawyer. Ryan admits that he cheated and tells Wilfred he used to prepare 2 files, one moral and one black file, to force the other side's hand. However, Ryan explains that he doesn't want to revert to those bad tactics to get Jenna out of trouble.
I prepared 2 files. One with a solid legal strategy. And if that didn't work, I'd go to my black file. It was filled with whatever dark secrets I could find and use against the opposition.
Great. So where's the black file for this case?
There isn't going to be one. I did terrible things, Wilfred. I messed with people's lives.
Wilfred pushes Ryan hard to win at any cost, even offering to basically hand Jenna over to Ryan if he wins her case and helps her keep her job.
So you're saying if I save Jenna's job, she'll dump Drew for me?
Ryan, you've seen what I'm capable of. You do whatever it takes to win, just this once. And I'll do whatever it takes to get you, Jenna.
After Ryan snaps and asks Wilfred why he's really there, Wilfred admits that the pills Ryan took the night they met worked, and that Ryan was actually in a coma.
It's a slippery slope.
It's only slippery if you don't have someone to hold on to.
Why are you here? I always figured you were looking out for me, but now you want me to do something I know is bad for me. I need some answers, Wilfred. I can't keep ignoring the fact that none of this makes any sense.
Ryan, remember the night before we met? The pills you took? Sorry, Ryan. They worked. You must have noticed things here are different. Shit's a little off.
Ryan almost buys it, but Wilfred slips up by too transparently referencing Lost. Ryan asks Wilfred why he can't get a straight answer from him, and Wilfred tells him that he asks questions nobody thinks about where the answers don't really matter.
So none of this is really happening.
Everything on the island is real. The rest is an illusion.
What island?
Forget that last bit.
Wilfred!
Shh! Smoke monster!
Why can't I get a straight answer out of you?
Come on, Ryan. These are big existential questions. Best left for boring Russian novelists and teenagers on acid. Real people don't think about this shit.
Later, Ryan attends a meeting as Jenna's lawyer. He's flipping through his notes when he finds the black folder. He's about to refuse using it, but seeing Jenna's desperation, he decides he has no choice.
Look, I know a local TV personality like Mr. St. Cloud has a full schedule of public appearances, but for his own good, I think he should reconsider. Full reinstatement.
Ryan mentions to Wilfred he thought Wilfred was going to deliver Jenna to him, but Wilfred reveals he can't just deliver her like a medium pizza. In retaliation to Wilfred's manipulation, Ryan invites Drew, Mr. Patel, Kristen, and Leo over to create doubt in Jenna's mind about marrying Drew.
Share this special day with you and Drew and your family and Mr. Patel. To Ryan.
Ryan.
Who's Ryan? I don't know what you're up to, Ryan. But I've got my nose and ears on you. And my eyes too, I guess. But frankly, my vision's pretty shitty.
Hey, I just want to say I'm really proud of you.
Wilfred tries to stop him, but Ryan distracts him with various forms of bubbles, which I find hilarious.
38, 39, 40! Woohoo! All right, as I was saying, you can't treat these people like bloody pieces in some twisted game of chess. Don't even think about it. Ryan, I swear to God, if you blow one more bubbles! Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ryan then gets Drew alone and convinces him that he needs to lock things down with Jenna and do anything in his power to get her to say yes.
By the way, congratulations. You're getting married, bro.
Yeah, well, she hasn't exactly said yes yet.
That's rough. With the...
What?
The new news? And Jenna's gonna be a celebrity. If I were you, I would do everything I could to seal the deal before the cameras start rolling again. But that's just me.
Wilfred calls out Ryan's plan, but Ryan distracts him with an even bigger jumbo bubble machine.
So you're using Mr. Patel to drive a wedge between your sister and her husband so you can dangle their failed marriage before Jenna's eyes. It's an evil game you're playing. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. But you're on that slippery slope, Ryan. And any minute... Bubbles! God damn you, Ryan.
Because of the pressure Ryan put him under, Drew becomes insistent, asking Jenna to marry him. Feeling rushed, Jenna decides not to marry Drew.
Are you gonna move out here? Do you expect me to move back to Wisconsin?
We can figure all of that out later. But I can't keep waiting around like this. Jenna, you need to tell me now, yes or no? Now!
Okay, no.
Ooh, ouch.
In the next scene, Ryan, still acting as Jenna's lawyer, asks Jenna to dinner, and Ryan panics when he finds out that for Jenna to come back to work, she needs to pass a drug test.
Wait, we never discussed the drug test.
The insurance company requires it.
You got a problem with that?
Never taken a drug in my life.
He tells Wilfred what's going on, and Wilfred suggests they need to disembowel the insurance representative, like they've never heard of fake urine.
Goodbye, Ryan.
Jenna's in trouble.
What's happened?
The station's sending over an insurance rep tomorrow to give her a drug test, which means...
We have to disembowel the insurance rep.
What? No, we need clean pee.
You didn't let me finish, Ryan. We need to disembowel the insurance representative.
Ryan invites Kristen over, where she confides in him about cheating on Leo with Arturo. Ryan is rushed because the insurance rep has arrived, and after failing to convince her to give him clean pee for Jenna, he resorts to blackmail. He threatens to tell Leo about Kristen's affair with Arturo, literally threatening to turn her in for what she was just in the middle of confessing to.
The insurance rep arrived early. Do you have Kristen's piss?
Well, I haven't been able to ask her yet. Don't let that rep leave until I can make the switch. You think you can handle that? I need urine.
What?
I need you to pee in this cup now. Got a client facing a drug test, and she's not gonna pass if I don't get her some clean pee. If you don't, I'll tell Leo about you and Dr. Ramos.
Who are you?
Call Leo.
Kristen leaves emotionally, and Ryan goes outside, criticizing Wilfred for not being willing to do what it takes to save Jenna's job.
I'm gonna lose Jenna, and it's all your fault. What the hell good are you? You're the one who told me to do whatever it takes. Well, damn it, do whatever it takes, now!
You're right. I'm so sorry, Ryan.
In response to this, Wilfred jumps in front of the car, giving Ryan time to switch the pee.
I'm so sorry, Ryan.
Wilfred! 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 I'm gonna go get my keys.
And when Ryan tells Wilfred to get back up, he realizes that Wilfred wasn't just faking his injury for the scheme, but actually injured.
It worked. You can get up now. Wilfred? Wilfred!
In an emotional scene, Wilfred ends up at the hospital, and while there, Jenna receives a call from the insurance rep, who says she's clean but pregnant. Jenna leaves to call Drew, and Ryan gets a call from Kristen, who tells him she told Leo about the affair and that now Ryan has nothing to hold over her. She also informs Ryan that she's going to India and that he's dead to her.
That was the insurance rep. She said I passed the drug test.
Congratulations.
She also said I'm pregnant.
Oh my God. Look, Jenna...
No, this is good news. I should call Drew.
Kristen, listen, I have
You've got nothing to hold over my head anymore. I just told Leo about my affair, and he left me, so I'm going to India. And by the way, you're dead to me.
Ryan goes to Wilfred's hospital room and apologizes, begging him to wake up and help him avoid falling down the slippery slope, in a moment that makes you wonder if Wilfred's going to live or not.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I've ruined everything. You tried to warn me. I wouldn't listen. I forgot who I was. I know why you're here now. To stop me from slipping down that slope. Please, Wilfred. I need you to pull me back up. I need your help.
When Wilfred wakes up, he doesn't recognize Ryan, and the vet makes Ryan leave.
yeah. Wilfred, it's me.
Help! There's a stranger in my room! Nurse!
Wilfred, I don't know what to do.
Nurse!
Tell me what to do.
You're
I don't know you.
You need to leave. Ryan remembers that Wilfred wrote his will in the basement in case anything ever happened to him. He runs home as fast as he can, only to find that the basement is actually a coat closet. A tennis ball falls from the top of the closet, and the episode ends. Identity delves into the complexities of morality and the erosion of Ryan's own ethical boundaries. As he descends deeper into manipulation and deceit, the lines between right and wrong blur, ultimately leading to a profound sense of isolation and self-doubt. The episode serves as a chilling exploration of the destructive nature of ambition and the potential consequences of compromising one's own values.
I'm a little disappointed, Newman. Some of the guys at my firm actually warned me about you.
Apparently you used to have quite the reputation. They called you the, what was it, the anthropologist
or some shit like that.
The archaeologist.
Wilfred Season 1 is a darkly comedic journey into the human condition, grappling with fundamental questions of existence, the nature of reality, and the struggle for meaning. Wilfred, with his unpredictable behavior, acts as a catalyst for Ryan's own existential crisis. He challenges Ryan's perceptions of reality, forcing him to question his sanity and the nature of his own existence. Is Wilfred a manifestation of Ryan's mental illness, a coping mechanism, or something more? The show brilliantly blurs the lines between the real and the imagined, leaving the audience constantly questioning what is truly happening. The dynamic between Ryan and Wilfred mirrors the complexities of human relationships. Their bond is a volatile mix of friendship, codependency, and manipulation. Wilfred pushes Ryan to his limits, forcing him to confront his own insecurities, anxieties, and the darker aspects of his personality, fundamentally changing Ryan. Through his interactions with Wilfred, Ryan grapples with themes of identity and self-discovery. He questions his purpose, his place in the world, and the meaning of his own existence. The show poignantly depicts the struggle for self-acceptance and the challenges of navigating the complexities of human connection. And as the way the world interacts continues to change, I doubt human connections are getting any less complex anytime soon. Ultimately, Wilfred serves as a powerful reminder that the line between sanity and madness is often blurred, and that the search for meaning is a lifelong and often turbulent journey. It's a show that stays with you long after the credits roll, prompting you to reflect on your own experiences with mental health, the nature of reality, and the way you interact with people in your personal life, as well as how they interact with you.
I guess you were right. I still have a long road ahead of me. All those positive changes I thought I made, they're just fluffy pink clouds.
But those clouds have a silver lining. Me.
You know, I really think I'm gonna be all right.
Of course you are. I ain't going anywhere.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my Series 1 breakdown of Wilfred, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Let me know in the comments what you want to see me cover next. I look forward to hearing from you.
Popping bottles in the ice, like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor. Am I right? Like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6. Like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Do, 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 shaboom. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open the boom. Ding, ding, dong, lang, lang, lang. Life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.